All right, I think we're on now.
There we are on. Hello, Coach Brandi.
Yes, yes, yes. Hi, hi, hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. I can't complain. Well, I can, but we're not going to. In fact, that's what I really want to talk about today.
Yes, let's talk
I
about it.
I'm we talk a lot to our clients, to our people about stress and how to keep from acting and reacting to certain things a certain way. And just like everybody else in life, I think sometimes the people that say the things aren't necessarily the best people to act upon them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thinking things have been quite stressful in and around my neck of the woods. And I think they probably have with you. You've been through the worst of it. And now you're coming out of it with the move and everything that went on for
Oh,
you.
yeah, yeah. There was a lot going. Yeah, at one point. Mm-hmm.
So when there's a lot going on, you get that overwhelmed feeling at times. There are times that I deal with it well, and I know you deal with it well. But then there are other times that we don't necessarily deal with it so well. And so I think we need some reminders about the kinds of things that we could do when life starts to overwhelm us and when we feel like we need to give somebody a throat punch.
A throat punch. Okay. We're going there. Got it. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So okay, so let's talk about it. So what do you do?
Well, it's funny because I have a lot of different things that I do. It's very strange because I'm a second level Reiki practitioner. Right. And the thing that I forget the most is that I could perform it on myself.
Okay.
And I just don't think about it. So when things start to get overwhelming and things like that, that would probably be a very simple thing for me to do. But I don't go there right away. Right. So for those people, and actually anybody can do Reiki, but for those people that either don't believe in energy work, or those people that wouldn't know how to go about doing it, there are other ways. And I find the second way for me is to actually just stop myself and back myself up, because I can get myself twisted and going around and around and around. So I literally have to stop myself, back myself up, and like take a deep breath and go, okay, let's simmer down here.
It's like the
one thing at a time.
Just like take a deep breath, calm down a little bit. I have a question about the Reiki, because I don't really I've never had it done to me. I've only, kind of seen it. But what is there an exercise, a Reiki exercise that people can do that will automatically start to shift their energy? So like, let's say I were feeling stressed out. Is there something that I can do within a couple of seconds or a minute that I can just shift my own energy? Is there an exercise that we can show me and everybody else, or should we hold that off for something out for another time?
Well, I mean, I can very quickly go over it, and then we can like go a little more in depth with it another time. Okay. But I find that one of the best for me, have you ever felt an energy ball? Have you ever closed your eyes and felt an energy ball? Have you ever done that? Where you like start to bring your hands together. You have to like bring your hands together slowly, right? And there's going to come a point where you're going to feel like maybe a little bit of heat. If you start to move your hands slow, you close your eyes and move your hands back and forth and around, your hands are actually you're going to actually feel the energy forming. You'll actually start to feel almost what feels like a ball.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to go slower. Sometimes
I definitely feel like some heat,
Right. So now focus on that heat, right? And start to move your hands back and forth, and then keep them together and move them slowly. And you'll start to feel almost like a shape. Once you feel that shape, You might have to bring your hands a little closer together. Sometimes the energy is closer rather than
Okay.
far. So for
All right. I'm
me,
going to need a whole workshop on this.
I
So,
was going to say, for me, when I do it, I feel the energy very close. Right here is where I feel it. So once you feel that energy, you hold it and you
mhm,
get that energy, really feeling that heat in your hands, then
mhm.
all you do is take it and
Just put it. Okay.
take some nice deep breaths. Or if it's an emotional reaction, then what you're going to do is you're going to go to your solar plexus. Like say you're having
Mhm.
relationship issues or something like that. Then you're going to put your hands over your solar plexus
Ah,
after
okay.
you feel that heat and take some nice deep breaths. And that's very helpful.
Okay, good. Well, that was a really nice, good, quick point of reference, a little exercise that we can do. Definitely we can go into more detail in that. I know today is a shorter a shorter conversation, but I think just even having that one skill from you, and I'll throw out a skill, just a quick thing that you can do. So I like to do something called olfactory anchoring anytime I'm feeling like really, really stressed. So what I'll do is I'll get an essential oil, and I have one that for me is calming, is peppermint. So I'll have the peppermint spray. I'll spray it in my hand. So let's say I'll put the peppermint spray right here in my hand. I'll go like this, right? I'll like slap like this because you have to hear something. So it's got to be an audible sound. And then I'll smell, and that's where the olfactory part comes in. I'll smell that essential oil, and I'll breathe in, and in my head I'll just repeat the mantra like it'll be okay, it'll pass, it's temporary. And then I'll find myself in a place where I'm a lot calmer, and that helped me a lot with my anxiety when I'm feeling particularly stressed or having a panic attack or anxiety attack. That's one of the things that I go to, is to the essential oil. So all right, so folks, we've got two different tips
Yep. And I'll
for
tell you, they're
today.
both the essential oil one, magnificent, because I'm into that
Yeah,
also. I use it with my
yeah.
Reiki, I use it with my algae. And again, something that a technique that I have that I personally don't go to, and I can easily do it.
Yeah,
Easily do it.
exactly. Well, sometimes it's hard to remember in the moment that you have all these tools, but I think that's why why we have to remind each other, like we have all these tools in our toolkits. When we're feeling stressed, we're feeling anger and all that stuff, we have things to bring us back to a point where we're centered again, and we can move forward with the next action that's going to be best for us in the long run, rather than what's going to be kind of that triage effect. Like right now, I'm going to do this because this takes care of that thing, but it's not necessarily what's going to help you in the long term. So that was nice, short and sweet
Thank
today.
you. It was actually, and two really great tips, to be honest. I mean, we
Absolutely.
sometimes we can talk for like a half hour and not even get as much information out there as we just did.
That's right. We were efficient and economical today.
Very efficient. We
All
are
right.
efficient.
So for our Fit New Life community, please do take these tips. We all get stressed, and things are even more so. They're just compounding on the stress that we have in our personal lives, in the world around us, in this crazy country and everything that's going on. So, so definitely, let's try to use these in our daily lives. And if you have anything to report, please put in a comment. We'd love to hear from you. All right, Coach Sharon, it's been short and sweet. Love you as always. I'll see you soon.
Right.
And we're going to
Bye.
go ahead